Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to be making a card. I already made one, so yay me, and I thought I would do it again. We're going to be using this December 2024 Unity Stamp Kit, Chili Paws and Fresh Start, and we're going to be using this lady right here because I was thinking I could use her for the Hey Girl Hey collab, and I was like, nah. So this is the card that we have already created. Find peace in the wild places of your heart on prefabricated cardstock, and it's a little bendy. I was watching some of Deb Hoke's live stream and I missed it because I was doing school stuff with my son, gathering up the school supplies, etc., 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 to take it and to meet the teacher. And she said that she likes to use not Timo, Tim, Timbo. I think it's called Timbo. Is it Timbo? I don't know. But it used to. It's a part of Stampin' Up's glue thing, but you can get it regular from Walmart, Michaels, any of the craft stores. Timbo? I don't know. I know that their tape runner is really good, but they have glue, so I might try and swing by there and see how I like it. Cause the Aleen's, I like Aleen's, but it has not. Um, I have not. I should say not it. I haven't really been making a lot of cards, so I haven't had to really worry about bending. And then when I start making the cards, I'm like, oh, it's bending. The card is warping, and I don't want to go back to the other stuff I was using. It has an odor to it, and it's expensive. So, yeah. I already made the card a few days ago. I thought we could make one together. I hope you all are doing well. It's Saturday. I woke up. I have some stuff I need to get done today. I probably won't get it all done. Um, the medicine that I take, I had skipped a few. I promise you all, I'm going to get it together. I promise. I hadn't taken it in a few days, so I took it last night, and then it just upsets my stomach. The medicine already upsets my stomach really, really badly, but it really, really was like, I'm gonna show you why you need to stay taking your medicine properly. And I understand the mission now. So I feel like this could be, I, in my head, consider her to be like a college student, and in this statement I'm about to make, it could be a bad situation or it could be a good situation. She's home visiting family, and she went to her favorite little spot that she normally goes to reflect and think, or she got hit with some bad news and she's trying to figure out how she's going to navigate through that. I really don't know. Or she could just be sitting there just thinking and reflecting. I've been using my color pencils a lot, as you um, probably have been noticing that. I am liking it, and this has a shine to it. Like, it was sitting on my desk, I was like, oh, it's shiny. And then I tried my best to make some clouds, but it didn't work out. So we're gonna try that again today. Um, Hopefully, because I was thinking I could just make a monochromatic card. It's like, nah, let's not. Let's not. So let's get our pencil out. This is called Persian blue, and we're just gonna color her um, pants. I do not think I'm using the same colors from last time. I feel like her shirt goes all the way down, so what I'm gonna do this time is color all the way. I've been peeking at the Unity stamp kits, not getting super excited, but peeking at them, and I don't know if they have the same artist that they did the last few times. If they did, I feel like the artist has taken a shift in some of the stuff that they've been creating, because this new kit that's coming whenever I get it is so adorable. Oh my goodness. It's one of the most adorable ones they've had. And I feel like they switched the design from whatever to cutesy bootsy, and I like it. The stamps look just very charming, and these also look really cute. This one right here. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this shirt like that, but I changed my mind. So I'm gonna give her a gray top, and we're gonna give her some amber hair. And this time we're just gonna color the whole thing gray. This is what I would wear, a sweatshirt, but I wouldn't tuck my sweatshirt in. That's why I feel like this is a college shirt because if well, you know how some shirts have two tones, like this is one color, the sleeves are a different color, and then the neck is a different color. I'm gonna color all the same just because we don't need that in our life today. But in general, I have a gray shirt like that, and the sleeves are burgundy. I love those kind of shirts. I like to wear them. I've never been on a sports team that I could say, oh, I was doing something on a team. Besides in high school, when they force you to play, or in middle school, they force you to play. You know, my son has a t-shirt from school. I think they made it in the second grade, maybe first grade. And it says class, the class that he's going to be graduating in. And so we were talking about it yesterday. He's like, "What, like, what does he really, what does that really mean?" He doesn't know like that kind of stuff. But I was like, "Well, do the numbers." And my son, this is so crazy, will be graduating from high school in 9 years. Y'all know he's 9 right now, going on 10 in October. That is so crazy. People tell you all the time, especially when you're pregnant or they see that you have a little tiny baby. And it's usually older people, so people that have more wisdom than your peer that's probably never had a kid or whatever. They say enjoy it while it lasts. They don't stay small forever. They don't stay young forever. They don't stay this forever. And that statement is so true. Like I've been talking to my son about his perception, what he perceives to be a reality versus what really is reality. I had a pencil sharp eraser right here. It's gone. Oh, it's right here. See, I knew I had it. Um, and I keep telling him, what you're perceiving is not really what's actually happening. And we have these conversations about kindness and treating people how you want to be treated and things like that. So it's very full fold. Is that what it's called? Full when what they've told you is coming back, and you're like, yeah, they told me that. Like they say, enjoy the time. I have a friend who just recently had a baby a couple of months ago, and I told her, I said, I'm going to give you some unsolicited advice. Sleep when you can. Sleep now. You won't be sleeping for a long, long time the way you're used to sleeping. Um, and this is what they told me when I had my son. It was like, when he sleep, you sleep. Don't try to clean the house. Don't try to do a bunch of stuff. Just get you some rest, and then in time, you'll find your groove. This is Lemon. I found my groove now. I've realized that I'm not a good sleeper when it comes to sleep. Like, I can sleep in places that I probably shouldn't sleep in. Like, I can fall asleep fairly decent if I've had a rough day or whatever. But once I sleep and I start hearing sounds, I wake up and then I can't go back to sleep. So yeah, I'm not a very good sleeper when it comes to that kind of stuff. We're gonna just color this ground behind us. What color is this? Yam. This is how my ground looks. So dry. Ugh. We don't. It's not. The air isn't damp enough to actually keep the grass decently saturated with a little bit of water. And then, we have water yard watering days. I don't even Our grass is dirt, so I don't even partake in that. This is orange brown. I don't think I've ever heard of an orange brown before. I do want to say that I was considering buying some markers a few days ago. We had went to the Ross, and I was like, you know what? I just told my lovely community that I wasn't. So I didn't, because I didn't want to come back and be like, y'all, I lied to you. I went and I got these things. I didn't want to tell y'all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down. Move these out the way. I researched where I could donate cards to, and I am considering donating it to the military. I think it's called. No, it's not the Wounded Warrior program. I can't really remember what it was. I didn't. I just pulled up a few. I was like, okay, let's see. This is 4 1/4. So let's go here. I looked into it. Let's just leave it at that. I did look into it, and then I'm gonna make this. Chop some of this chicken scratch off. And now we're gonna make this 5 1/2. Now we can even this out a little bit. I hit my eyeball. I think I actually hit the iris portion of my eyeball, the sclera, with my back scratcher. It slipped out of my hand and came straight to my face. And of course, my reflexes are so not great. And so my eye is already having some issues, dry eye issues. But when I tell you, it feels weird when I put my hand close to it. This happened 2 days ago. So I went outside yesterday. The sun was like right in my eye. And I was like, this was not planned out properly. So I'm just gonna do some chicken scratch right here. And I wanna do just a scotch of blue. 'Cause I feel like this is a pond. Just taking a few blues and not highlighting, but coloring in certain spots a little deeper. And then I'm gonna take another brown, and pull some of this weird color back out. Like that orange that I put in there. I think I'm gonna take my Prismacolor class in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go online and see how I figure that out for 2 weeks from now. Now I'm gonna go up and down. I've been going across, so now I'm just gonna take a different color and I'm gonna go up and down to fill in the weirdness that I see. You may not be able to see it, but I see it. See how it kind of meshes together now? Because this color is the yam color that we started with. Not done intentional, but there we go. I remember when I first started doing YouTube, I used to want to be on design teams for companies and things like that. And not saying I don't, but I don't. Like, I haven't actively been in the community since probably 2020, since my aunt passed. Like, a lot of stuff has changed. My son has been in school. And while I do collaborations, I do those with the people that trust me enough to allow me to be in their collaborations, and are I create my own thing. So I don't always say thank you to everybody that lets me participate, but thank you so much. Some people have really strict guidelines for certain things. I won't mention any of those people, but you may be able to pick up what I'm getting ready to say. And I wasn't a part of this collaboration, but a new line of from a company had came out, and they were doing, was it swap? They were doing like a swap or something, and you had to only use that line. And there's nothing wrong with that. Please don't think that I'm saying that. But at the same time, I think it kind of alienates people that may not be able to afford those things right away. Because not everything that comes out you can just go out and buy right then and there. And if even if you can, you still have to budget it and figure out what you do want and what you don't want. Like if you want dinner, sometimes you can't do it. I'm gonna show y'all what I used the last time to make that. And I cut it in half, which I shouldn't have done. But I used these to make those little clouds right there. So I'm gonna try that again. But this time I used shaded lilac, and I think that was the big problem. And of course, I don't have any other blues out here. Zero blues. So I'm going to try this shaded lilac again, just with a different mindset. The mindset is I know it may not come out right. Okay. So if I go in there with that, you know what? No, let's do this. Can I do this? Is it going to allow me? Am I going to allow myself not to freak my freak? Let's see. We got to trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. All right. Trust in the process, ma'am. All right. I do think the lighter colors probably are dried out. I've had these for a while now. There we go. Still not as deep in color as I wanted, but we're going to fix that. Don't ask me how yet because I don't know. I might have to just buy some more ink pads. Even if they're not distress ink pads. I do have some, I've seen some at the store, but I do have some Hero Art ones. I just need to. All right, so can you see? Yeah, all right. So I have considered my return, and I think it's going to be in September to live streaming. Maybe, maybe September, y'all. I really want to come back, right? I really do, but I don't know. I'll leave it alone. I'll just leave that thought alone. I feel like people have so much other stuff going on in their life that me live streaming is not something that's really important for them anymore. So Yeah, I've been considering just not doing it anymore. I actually like this a little grimy. But let's try this thing. Yeah, it's definitely it could be the sponge. Could be a lot of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, but school will be full in session next month, September, and I should have a better understanding of what's going on with my son in school because it's official. We're going to a new school. I think I told y'all that yesterday when I was doing the decoupage, but yeah, we're going to a new school, and I'm looking forward to the change. It was a very interesting time there when we did meet the teacher, but I had to figure out so many things. It's new to me. It's a very new thing to me because we went to the same school for the last since school started for him. All right. I feel like I've done something totally different with this one. I feel like this is kind of like a storm in the background, maybe a brewing, and then we have her sitting there calmly figuring out her next step. I can relate to her currently. I really can relate to her. So we're gonna use this card. I don't really like using my good cards like that, and hopefully I'll find some more at a store. Cause Bo Bunny, it's only a few places I've ever seen Bo Bunny. Michaels is one of them, but they rarely have the things that I'm looking for. Of course, Joanne used to have them, but now that Michaels and Hobby Lobby are the only spots. So Hobby Lobby has their stamps, a few Bo Bunny stamps, and they're decently priced, in my opinion. Can y'all already believe we're on the ninth? It's the 9th of August already. That's so crazy to me. All right. So yeah, I think it's Tombow. Tombow. Did I say that earlier? It's Tombow. And Deb said that she likes it. So I'm gonna look into it. I think they sell them 3-pack online. I saw them a while back. Um, I know Stampin' Up sells them because I want to say that's what the approved uh, approved glue was for the demonstrators was the Tombow glue. Um, a lot of people use art glitter glue. My art glitter glue I haven't used in a while. I don't know if it went bad or not. And then I told you I wanted to get that art, barely art glue or whatever it's called. I haven't even used it yet, but I do have some errands to run today. All right, so let's check this out. All right, so this card we made today. This is a card that we made a few days ago, 2 days ago, I believe. And I like both of them equally, just a different mindset. I don't know if this is a mountain off to the side, it's water for me, but yeah. So find peace in the wild places of your heart. So now this makes 4 cards, I believe. So I want to say thank you all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.